Hi, welcome to Badass Chicks Rock TV. I am your host, Joanna Vargas, and this is where I teach you how to live fully. Get down, ladies, you got nothing to lose. Ooh, yeah. Today, my beautiful guest is Danielle Vargas, and she is a student. She is now studying kinesiology, and she is also a personal fitness trainer and instructor. Please help me welcome my guest, Miss Danielle Vargas. Thank you, Danielle, for being here. I wanted to ask you, what do you think a badass chick is?
I define a badass chick as somebody who is in complete control of their life. They are completely accountable for all the bad, all the good in their life, and they don't blame anybody else. They don't believe in blaming anybody else. And I'm very mindful of using the word responsible instead of using the word fault.
I was just gonna say that.
You know, it's not anyone's fault. It's not your fault. It's your responsibility.
The word responsibility, when I shift it to that, totally changes. And when you say that, you even see the person that you're speaking kind of give you a different, their chest lifts up. For example, if I were to say, oh, it's my fault, they feel a little bit differently than if I were to say, you know what, it's my responsibility, I understand. Is there something in your life that has happened recently where you've taken responsibility?
I lately have taken on full responsibility of my direction in school. The old Danielle would blame the counselors for not guiding me through. And I said, it's not your responsibility. It's not the counselor's responsibility. If I need help, I need to be proactive and go out there and find help and not wait for it to come to me. My finances. I don't have anybody in my life to guide me through it, but the old Danielle would use as an excuse, as a crutch as to why I'm not financially educated. But the new Danielle is, again, proactive, takes responsibility, goes out, reads books, to educate myself. Because if I'm not going to do it, no one's going to do it for me.
When you say the old Danielle, how old ago or how long ago was that?
More than 2 years. 2 years ago.
What was the shift and what happened?
To be honest, working for you, I said, wow. I was like, you are so much more different than all the other people I know. And I would compare your life and their life, and I'm like, wow, your philosophies and your outlook on life, and it all stems down to because you hold yourself completely accountable and responsible for all the things that go on in your life. So thank you.
When I met you the first time, I knew you had something. And one of my gifts is seeing things in people in which they cannot. I say this is my Joanna, has the light bulb gone on? Some people it'll take 1 month, 6 months, a year. Some people it can be 10 years and the light bulb finally goes on. But you don't know what you don't know. If you're in a dark room and you think the light's on, you'll never know that the light is off. So Danielle and I started to talk a lot, and she was open to it. Now here's the tip. You were open to it. People at home that are watching this, how can you help them when they feel like, where is the light switch? Because I didn't do it for you. All I did was guide and say I'm here. Because like I said, many people will leave. I've seen talent in many people, and many of them are not here. But you stayed. Why did you stay?
At the time when you were really coaching me, I was in a phase where I was really beginning to understand destiny and free will. And I wasn't exercising my free will. I was always, instead of choosing right, I always chose left. And the world was like, you're asking for help, I'm giving you help, and you keep choosing something else. So you came into my world, destiny, right? You presented me what I needed to do, the tools to use. That was destiny. And I realized, Danielle, this is a chance. This is the chance where you use your free will. You go left, or you go right. And I just kept going right, and I kept walking. And it was scary. It was scary because you had to present things in front of me that I didn't really like to
What did you
see.
not like?
I didn't see criticism as constructive. And when I started thinking that, I started reminding myself every day, because every day I forget that criticism is a really good thing. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that has really helped me keep going, changing my way of thinking, not seeing it as a negative thing. It's actually a really good thing for me to make me even better than I am.
And one thing as a leader that I've noticed is that I have to be okay with people not liking what I tell them. And I know I was put on this beautiful earth to tell people the truth and pull it out of them. And I know it comes from love. I'm okay at a certain point of my life right now that if somebody is not willing or open to that level of intimacy, and intimacy can also be, it's not just, sexual, that level of intimacy, then he or she and I are not ready to have union. And I notice that those types of people don't even come around in my life anymore. I attract different types of people. So I want to ask you, Danielle, do you feel yourself telling the truth more often now to people? Or are you still sugarcoating it? Are you not saying it? And if so, do you see a different reaction from people when you tell them truth from love?
I notice that sometimes I do have a hard time breaking through that hurdle, but I do notice that when I don't say what's really on my mind, that doesn't feel good inside of me, whereas before I wouldn't even feel it or I'd ignore it.
Danielle, my favorite subject of all.
Oh no.
What is your favorite book?
My first one is How to Win Friends and Influence People. So far, it's taught me so much. And in one chapter, it had said, look, you need to do this exercise. Every person that you see on the street, walking down, you're at CVS, you're buying your deodorant, I don't know, you say hi, and you make eye contact. Yes. And you say, I don't know, how are you? And you're interested in them. The old Danielle walks down the street, I make a second of eye contact with somebody, and I look down immediately, and I kind of press my lips together as like a weird nervous smile. I don't really like to say hi to people. And I started doing it more often. I look up at people and I say, hi, how are you? Or I don't say hi, how are you? I just say hi, good morning. And one of two things happens. Either they respond gracefully because they're so pleasantly surprised, like, wow, somebody's actually making eye contact with me and saying hi. Or there are other people that it's a shock. They're like, ooh, and they don't say hi to me. They don't say hi back, or they just ignore me, or they do what I would do. They press their lip together and they look down. But again, with the book, it says you have to be okay with that. You have to be a lovely person for you. It's not to make somebody feel good. I'm not saying hi, how are you to make you feel good or to kiss your ass. It's for me. And I notice that it's me being a kind, lovely, gracious person is for me because it affirms my faith in humanity, that there are more people out there like me that are just lovely.
More good than bad.
Yeah.
Yes, love always wins.
It does.
Always.
And then my second book that I read recently was The Alchemist. And that, I love that book mainly because it has made me trust my life so much more. Whatever path, I mean, obviously I am in control of my life, but if things don't really go my way, it's okay. Everything that I thought was a detour and a setback, I saw it as a detour and a setback. And this book has affirmed me. It says, no, the detours and the setbacks are always leading to the North Star. Have trust in your life. Trust your life.
I want to tie on that. One thing that I learned is that if you ask for this and you're here, sometimes things need to be removed in order to get here. For example, I have this right here. And if I say, you know what? I want to decorate my house. I'm bored of my house. And then all of a sudden this falls down and breaks. and you're sad or you're pissed off because this thing fell and broke. But the universe, God, in which whatever you believe, cannot put something in where there is already something. So this needs to get rid of in order for you to decorate and get better pots. Now this is a really bad example, but the point I'm trying to make is things will happen and you're pissed off. Why did I lose that person? Why did I lose this client? Why did I lose this account? I just lost this money. I lost my house. I lost, maybe it's a person, they passed away. But many times things need to leave in order to clear, in order for you to get something new. And the moment you just let go, everything just happens like your lucky self. I think of it as getting into a canoe and there's rapids. You're in a canoe and there's rapids. And everybody's going downstream chilling. And then you get in the canoe and turn the canoe around and you want to go upstream. And everybody's looking at you thinking, what? Why are you making it harder on yourself? Turn the canoe around, kick back, and just ride it down. So I changed that vibration of that word because that did not feel good. I felt like, oh, the harder I work, the harder I'm a hustler, the bigger I show how less sleep I get, that I'm a better person, I'm a smarter person. That is so, that's not cool anymore. And a lot of people ask me, when do you sleep? I sleep just fine. I get 8 hours of sleep every night, I'm good, because I've turned the canoe around.
I love that.
All right, one tip, Danielle, that you have for people watching, maybe a fitness tip. What's one fitness tip? Somebody's ready to get into fitness. They're looking at your arms going, oh, I'm scared. I want her arms, but I don't even know where to start. The light's not on. What do I do?
This is a fitness tip and just a life tip. Surround yourself with people that are in alignment with what you want. That might mean that you might have to be alone for a little bit. There might be a little space where you're gonna have to let go of the people that you usually always hang out with, and then your way of thinking is gonna attract a different group of people. And then I started meeting you, and I started meeting Clarissa, and it just, you invited me to go into the women's momentum group just to check it out for a free Thursday, and I was just like, wow. This is what I wanted. This is what I was asking for. I want to immerse myself more. And the people that that I used to surround myself so heavily with see that I'm on this new plane, on this new alignment. Some of them are like, oh, who you think you are now? But there have been other people that are like, I want to go with you to that meeting. I want to see what that's about. I see something changing in you, and I want to see what tip you're on, and it feels damn good.
I want to thank everyone for watching this episode of Badass Chicks Rock TV. I learned a lot from Danielle. I hope you did too. Please check us out on the web at badasschicksrock.com and on Instagram and Facebook at Badass Chicks Rock. And I want to say thank you to Danielle Vargas so much. It was great talking to you. If you want to find Danielle, please go to Instagram. That is Vargas_Danielle. That is Danielle. Vargas_Danielle. Instagram. Check her out. She's got great fitness tips, fun little photos and videos. So thank you, Danielle, everybody. So remember to live fully, and we'll see you next time. Badass Chicks Rock is all about living to your fullest potential and doing everything you can here on earth. And as I sat and talked to Danielle, really realized that you are so made up of the people that you surround yourself with daily. So if you want to get into a fitness program, you gotta hang out with those people that are into fitness. They don't have to be your best friends, but at least you're accountable to them to change your body. With that being said, live fully, and I'll see you next time.